The same essence of the Trinity is the oneness of the Trinity. It's the one substance, one condition, one power that Tertullian talks about. And it means that what makes God God is true for each member of the Trinity. And each member wouldn't be what they are as individuals if they weren't also what they are as a singularity. So Augustine says that whatever is spoken of God in respect to himself is both spoken singly of each person and together of the Trinity itself in the singular. So basically, when we describe God as omnipotent, omnipresent, holy, perfect, creator, all of those things apply to each member of the Trinity. That is part of the essence of God. That's what makes him God. It's like the doctrine of simplicity we talked about earlier in the semester. Every part of God is equally and fully God. That's not to say that there is nothing distinct about the persons, because if there was no distinction, then we wouldn't have a Trinity, we would have a unity. So there is something distinct, and we can go back to that same lecture where we talked about simplicity, where we talked about appropriation. So even though every act of God is Trinitarian, every person of God is equally involved in every part of every act. So when we talk about incarnation, we can only say that the Son took on flesh. The Spirit is there. He helped with the conception. The Father sent the Son. Jesus is very explicit about that. Because of the fact that Jesus took on flesh, we can say God took on flesh, and that is true. We can't say the Father did it because that wasn't his role. But because of that, we can say that God has made himself manifest in the flesh to us, and that is why the gospel is so awesome. To me, that's why we can't lose Trinitarian theology, because we lose the awesomeness of the incarnation and then the efficacy of the death of Christ on the cross. So, to explain this on a low level, this is obviously problematic because it likens God to food, but if you take Neapolitan ice cream, the thing that makes it ice cream is that it's sugary, it's milk-based, it's that weird solid-liquid combination. The thing that makes it Neapolitan is specifically that it has the 3 different flavors, the strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. And the strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, even though they're all ice cream, they have all that in common, and they're all Neapolitan ice cream, I guess. If you take out one of the flavors, it is no longer Neapolitan ice cream. It no longer fits the definition of what it's supposed to be. It's something else. So if you take out the strawberry, then you just have a chocolate vanilla swirl, and that's not Neapolitan ice cream. It ceases to be what it's supposed to be. So they all work together. That's part of the defining characteristic, but they're also distinct. The point of all this is they're each necessary for each other, but also their oneness is necessary. Otherwise, their threeness is kind of useless.